Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I've created this metallic eye look and it is absolutely stunning. My reason for doing this kind of look was I put up a wee poll on Instagram, wasn't sure whether to do something colourful next or something a wee bit more metallic. Something I've not kind of done before, and I'm really glad I did because I am actually in love with this look, like so in love with it. One thing I want to make a point about is how easy this look is. It's honestly so simple. It's actually really similar to a video I've done before. I have a green glam tutorial and it's pretty much the same kind of steps. It looks super dramatic. Look at the quality of these shadows. The shine off them is just unreal, right? If you would like to see how I created this look, then please keep on watching. Hi guys, so I have a cute new wee setup, which is cool. This is actually my bedroom. It's in the process of getting done up. But yeah, hopefully soon enough I'll have a nice wee place to sit and like make videos. I'll just get started. Okay, as always I've already done one eye and I'm going to show you how I got this on the other eye. Now I usually do my brows off camera, but I actually do them a wee bit differently now and I thought I would show that. So I'm still using my Brow Promade by Makeup Revolution. This is my wee Anastasia eyebrow brush. I'm just going to skip through this bit really quickly. So I've underlined the whole eyebrow. And now I'm just going to line the top, but just at the arch and round to the tail. Just going to bring that further forward just a wee bit. Now I'm just taking that pomade and I'm going to fill in the tail end of the brow. Now I'm just taking the brush with some pomade again and I'm going to create wee hair-like strokes through the centre, going up at an angle. And I'm going to pull these towards the front of the brow, getting straighter as I get closer to the front. Right, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the All Nighter foundation by Urban Decay. This is just a wee sample bottle. It actually works perfect for what I'm going to use it for. So I used to carve out my brows with concealer around the top, but a problem that I encountered was obviously my concealer is lighter than my foundation. So when I went to blend the concealer into the foundation, I had a white outline around my eyebrow, which we don't want that. If I use my foundation colour, I just put a few wee dots around my brow like this, and I use this to go around the outer edge. I just pull away all the edges with the side of the brush. The next step of this makeup look is to set the lid, and I'm going to be using PLouise Base in the shade 2. So I've just picked up some PLouise Base on the back of my hand and I'm using the same eyebrow brush to carve out these brows. So I'll just drag this underneath the whole length of the brow. If you watch my other videos, you know that this is the way I always begin my eye makeup. Oh, that's a fierce looking brow, that is. I love it. Okay, I'm switching to my flat brush from Ellen Tracy. I'm picking up more of the PLouise Base. I'm just going to pat this all over my eyelid. So I'll bring that right onto the bridge of my nose. So I really spend some time patting this in, just till it gets really tacky. Now I have a wee blank canvas. I'm going to begin this eye look using the Carnival Palette from BPerfect Cosmetics. This is Stacey Marie's palette. This colour range is fucking amazing. The colours just come through so much. If anyone is looking for any sort of like colourful kind of palette, this is just the top of the list. Like nothing compares with this. It's so good. It's so out of its league. The first shade I'm going to go in with today is Mood, which is the dark blue matte in the palette. I'm going to use this on my Anastasia dual brush. On the wee dense side, I'll pick up a wee bit of this and I'm going to just start to push it into my crease. Not blending or anything, just putting it right in there and taking it all the way around. I can take it slightly onto my outer corner because as you can see, that's where it's going when the whole eye is on. I'm especially going a wee bit higher at the inner corner because as you can see I've cut this crease quite high today. Next I'm going into the shade Rowdy, which is a dark brown, and I'm using my Zoeva 224 brush. So I've just picked up a little bit of this colour and I'm going to put this right on the edge and I'm just going to wiggle it back and forth. I'll do this all the way around the edge of the blue and I'll slightly overlap this as well. One thing I don't want to do is come too high, so I'm going to make sure that I'm really just staying right on the very edge and I'm not going up. Once I've got that kind of all the way around, I'm just going to go around in like wee circle motions, just kind of buffing that. I'm just wiping the excess off that brush now and I'm going to go into the shade Next Door, which is basic, it's a lighter brown. And I'm going to go around the edge of that and slightly overlap as well. Now I'm just blending this all the way around. I don't want to take it as far as the arch so that it touches my brow. I want to keep it just below there. But as you can see, it almost touches the brow as it gets to the inner corner. So I'm going to take that slightly higher when I'm here. I'm also going to take this basic shade and pull it in the direction of the brow just till it reaches the bridge of my nose. I'm going to turn my brush on its side a wee bit and I'm just going to pull the edges up the way so it kind of blends into that base. Next I'm taking my shading brush from Real Techniques and I'm going back into the dark blue colour Mood. I've just got a wee tiny bit of that in my brush. I'm going to go back into the crease and I'm just going to wiggle upwards slightly into that brown just to bring that blue a wee bit higher and bring back some of the colour. I'm going to repeat the previous step with my Zoeva brush in that light brown shade and blend over where I put that blue again, just so there's no solid lines. Now that is the top of my eye all complete, I'm going to cut the crease. So I'm going to be using more PLouise Base for this and a wee angled brush from A-Body. The first thing I always do is apply a wee bit right to the centre of my lash line, look up. So now I know where the top of my crease is going to be. So I'm just going to stamp that base on. I'm going to follow down to my inner corner. Now I've not went right to my inner tear duct. I've took it a wee bit out and a wee bit higher up because that's going to brighten up the eye when I put the light colours in. Now that I've got a shape, I'm just going to begin to start filling in the inner corner of my lid. I'm going to switch over to this big flat brush from Ellen Tracy again, just to pat some more base on my lids. I'm just bringing the base right down into the inner corner and underneath a wee bit, just because I'm going to be adding a lot of that metallic shade underneath my eye as well. I'm just going to drag over those edges and try and blend the base into the shadow that's already laid down. Okay, that was really weird, my camera just got out there for no reason and I thought I lost everything, but I didn't. I'm going to use the dense side of my Anastasia Duo brush again, and I'm just going to press over the edges, and I'm kind of bringing this in a wee diagonal, as you can see on the other eye, kind of comes in towards my nose, so I'm doing the same here. I think I'll stop about there. Now for these lovely metallic shades that I have in my eyes today, I'm going to be using the Subculture palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've seen a lot of people saying that they couldn't work with it, like a lot of people bought it and then didn't really know what to do with it. I only got this just before Christmas. I've not used it that much. There's actually really nice colours in it. The shimmer shades in it are absolutely incredible. I have used a mix of Adorn and Electric today. They are bloody amazing. Like, see the shine, like the camera quality does not do these justice at all. I'm so in love with the way that they look. So I'm going to use this brush from Ellen Tracy. It's just this angled kind of brush here, and what I'm going to do is go into the shade Adorn, which is the goldy kind of shimmer, and then I'm going to take my All Nighter setting spray by Urban Decay, and I'm just going to give my brush a wee scoosh. And now I'm going to apply this right next to the blue. I'm just going to take my time and layer this up, and I'm just going about the brush width up to the crease. I want to be careful at the crease so I'm not going over. I want to get it right on the line. So I'm just kind of dragging that underneath. I'm also kind of bringing this in this diagonal towards my nose, so I'm bringing it a lot further over on the bottom lash line. I'm also not worried about blending it into that blue just yet, so it does just like a crazy big stripe. I'm now taking this little brush from A-Body. It's just a wee flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm going into that shade Electric. With a wee bit of my brush again, I'm just going to take my setting spray from Urban Decay and give it a wee scoosh so it's wet and tacky, and I'm going to apply this on the rest of the inner lid. This is such a cool colour, I wouldn't even know what to call it. Like, it looks like greeny gold and it's just so beautiful and so bright. So because I want to be quite precise, I'm not going to take this all the way up to the crease right now, but I'm making sure I get it right down to the lash line, and I'm just going to overlap it slightly onto that gold shade Adorn. I'm going to be using this little detailer brush from Real Techniques, and I'm going to pick up the shade and I'm going to use this to go around where the crease is. This way I'm making sure I've not got a wee white line of concealer, and I'm also not transferring into the dark above the crease. It just helps me be really precise. I'm also using this brush to go right into the inner corner and bringing it just a wee bit too far down. Taking that blue shade again, and I'm just going to slightly filling it onto that gold, particularly at the top because I feel like I've went a wee bit too far over. I'm just going to repeat the same step again and take each shade and put them back on the lid and just build up that colour. I'm going to slightly drag the Electric shade over the gold so that they kind of blend together. But these eyes are giving me life right now. I'm now picking up my Zoeva 224 brush again because it has some of that light brown shade on it from before, and I'm going to just wiggle this over the edge of the blue and the gold just to add a wee bit of that brown shade in that's left over on the brush. Okay, as you can see, this one is very glittery. That's because I used the Heavy Metal liner from Urban Decay in the shade Midnight Cowboy. I love adding this on top of shimmery eyeshadows because it just gives it the extra sparkle, so much more intense, and it's so pretty. So I'll just use the liner to kind of place that all around, just on top of the shimmer shades. It's nice and wet looking as well. I use my wee detail brush from Real Techniques again just to pat that in and kind of move it around a wee bit. Shiny. Okay, I'm actually done with the top of the lid, so I'm just going to go ahead and do the rest of my face now. So I'm going to be using the 24-Hour Superstay foundation from Maybelline. I'm just going to put this on the back of my hand. I'm going to use my big kabuki brush from Zamira just to stipple this in. Now earlier on when I was practicing on the first eye, I actually loved it so much. Like, I was so happy with the way it turned out. So I'd done something I don't usually do, and I obviously done all underneath that eye just because I was so excited to see what it would look like. Yeah, this foundation is really nice, full coverage. I've always liked Maybelline foundations. My favourite was their satin liquid. I'm going to take my flat foundation brush from Real Techniques just so that I can get in about underneath my eyes and around my nose. Because I already carved out my brows earlier with the Urban Decay foundation, it means that all I need to worry about is blending my foundation between my eyebrows. Okay, I'm finally done with foundation and I've not dragged blue all the way through my face. Next, I'm taking my Lasting Perfection Concealer from Collection. This is in the shade Fair, and I'm just going to put this underneath my eyes. Running out of this. I'm also going to put some on my chin, and then my Cupid's bow, nose. I'm just going to leave my forehead stay. Just spraying my beauty blender with my Superstay setting spray from Maybelline, and I'm just blending this in now. I'm going to need to be careful underneath my eyes so that I don't drag blue. So after concealer, I'm going to take my Iconic London Liquid Illuminator. Just put a wee bit at the back of my hand. And I'm actually just going to take it straight on the beauty blender this time. This is the one from Real Techniques with a wee flat edge. Just going to doink that on my cheekbones. What was it Velma used to say? That's right, junkies. Just patting this in. Actually wet the top of the beauty blender with my setting spray and put this on, and then I'll switch it over to the dry side, which is bigger, just so I can blend it into the skin. And I just like to build this up. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Small wet side and the big dry side. All time favourite highlighter, by the way. Oh, it's so pretty. Blown eyes, glow cheeks. I'm so fucking funny sometimes. Yeah. I'm putting this in my Cupid's bow, and I'm going to put some on my nose as well, just a wee bit up the centre as well. I'm just going to take the dry edge and everything that's left and put it onto my chin. My nose is actually like a wee glazed donut. That is so cute. I actually love it so. I'm now taking my Mercier Blush Translucent Setting Powder, and on the little puff that it came with, I'm just going underneath where I want my contour to be. Nice. 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 I'm going to take this wee beauty blender again. I'm going to put a wee bit under here. I guess I'm just going to put a wee bit underneath the powder, the eyeshadow that's there. And the last place I like to powder is right in the middle of my head. While that's baking on my face, I'm going to take this kohl eyeliner from Primark, and I'm just going to line my waterline. I'm actually only going to do this like halfway though. Yeah, I've just went a wee bit more than halfway and I'm going to stop there. Now on this tiny wee ankle brush from Ellen Tracy, I'm going back into that blue and I'm going to go underneath that black. And I'm just kind of pulling it down to smoke it a little bit. And I'm going to stop where that black eyeliner stops. I'm going to go to my wee detail brush from Real Techniques again. I'm going to go into the lightest shade in this palette, which is Cube. And it's a white shimmer, but it's also got pink flakes in it. And I'm going to mix it with a wee bit of that electric shade that's on my lid. I'm applying this in the inner corner and pulling it right down. Everyone I said before I was putting the base right down, and underneath that's what it was for. And I'm going to whack a lot of this on here. And I'm going to pull it right along till it makes that black eyeliner. Having all this brightness around the eye really opens them up. Now I'm going to go back to the blue again, and on this eye, if you see, I've went down further in my lower lash line. I've kind of created this wee inner liner underneath the eye, so I'm going to mimic that on the other side. So to do this, I just got to where that black stops and I drag it, just kind of in a straight line rather than follow the curve of my eye. This again just gives the illusion of like a bigger eye. Now for mascara, I'm using the Great Lash by Maybelline just for my top lashes here, just to coat them with something, and this will make sure they blend into the lashes that I'm going to put on. Because I want a chunkier bottom lash, I'm going for Benefit's Bad Gal Bang Mascara, and I'm just going to build up a chunky bottom lash. I'm now swiping away this powder with my dual fibre face brush from Real Techniques. And now I'm about to show you all something that has changed my contour. To contour today, I'm actually going to do something crazy. I'm going to use the James Charles palette, and up in this top corner he has a shade called Tea. You see, I can't find my Hoola bronzer anywhere, and I was like, what am I going to do? I was like, I wonder how this will work, and I love it. I like the way it turned out, so I'm going to do that today. I just use my contour brush from Real Techniques and pick up literally the tiniest wee bit, and it looks like a dirty line just now, but it blends really, really nicely. And once I've got that on and I'm blending it, I use my bronzer from Technic in the shade Cinnamon just to go over that. I've been looking for like a bronzer that's really cool toned and ashy, and this just works really, really well for me. I never would have thought to use an eyeshadow to contour, but I love. And makeup's all about trying new things, right? I mean, look at that. Are you shook? I'm shook. And then the bronzer on top really just helps blend it in. I'm just going to go ahead and do the same on the other side now. I'm just using a wee bit around the edges of my forehead as well, and also on my jawline. I'm switching to my multitask brush from Real Techniques again, and I'm just going to go over the contour with the bronzer around my jawline and also my forehead. For highlight today, I'm going to be using one of the shades from the Carnival Palette, and I'm going to be using my wee targeted blending brush from Real Techniques. I'm going to go into the shade Saint, and I'm just going to blend this along my wee cheekbones. This is super pretty, this highlight. So like, that's what it looks like with just the Illuminator. This just sets it a wee bit more and gives it even more shine. so glowy today. I'm also going to put a bit of this in my Cupid's bow and some on my nose as well. I remember I forgot to contour my nose, so I'm just going to go down the sides and just kind of snatch it with my wee contour brush. It's still got some product on it. And I also like to go just above the ball just to separate it a wee bit and make it look like I've got a cute wee button nose. For lashes today, I have on these ones from Amazon, which were 53 pence. I like to talk about them quite a lot. Okay, while I'm waiting for them to dry, I'm going to go in with lipstick. I'm going to go in with Jamie Genevieve's MAC lipstick. I'm so scared to run out of this stuff, and I've only got one, and obviously you can't get it anymore. I'm then going to be going over this with a gloss. This is from Revolution, and it's in the shade Flex. So I just kind of focus this on the centre. I love a really wet lip right now. I'm just going to apply my lash now. To finish off this look, I'm going to spray my entire face. Since the dog didn't feature through the whole tutorial, she wants to make an appearance, didn't you? Are you so cute? So guys, this is the finished look. Thank you so much for watching. This is probably my favourite look to date. I usually reach for really bright colours and I really enjoyed using something I don't usually play with. I also made use of this wee blue bit underneath my eye. It's like an inner corner wing almost on the underside. And that was pretty cool, so I quite like that as well. And I really do think it like kind of opens up the eye. Please don't forget to hit the like button if you did enjoy this video, and also subscribe to me and you can see more. To receive a notification every time that I upload a video, please click on the bell icon above. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram. It's @ColourBeauty. I will put it on the screen. If you do have this look ago yourself, then please do tag me on Instagram. I would love to see any recreations. Thanks again for watching and hope to see you in the next one. Bye!